Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, My Hero Academia episode 8 of the third season. Last time we saw how the heroes were defeated. Some of them ended up in the hospital, two of them unconscious still, and two of them conscious but not in the best condition that they could ever have. And of course, we saw the first major victory for the villains in the last episode. Because yes, so far in the series there wasn't any victory for them. They always end up defeated. But in this time they succeed. They get their objective. In this case, capturing Bakugo. And of course, this leaves a level of frustration among the heroes, especially Deku and Todoroki, because those two are the closest one, not to Bakugo, well, perhaps one of them to Bakugo, but to get Bakugo, to rescue him, and they were just living at inches apart from rescuing him. So yes, it's an intriguing setting, because now we need to rescue Bakugo and show the villains that he's not a tool, he's not a villain in training, he's really a hero in training. And that is the route I hope this show takes, because as I said a million times before, I hate the old trope of the rival is going to become the new villain. I really hate that trope when it's not well done, and I have seen a lot of shows that do that trope justice, so that's why I am so against that. So yes, they are taking the hard decision into going after Bakugo, even if a bunch of professionals are going to do it, and they know, because they talk with Momo about it. They don't know exactly when, or they don't know exactly how, but they know that the professionals are going. But still, I don't think that is going to stop these guys. They want to rescue Bakugo. And what I'm afraid is that they're going to interfere in the rescue. That is what I am afraid of. So, yes, it is an intriguing. I don't think this is resolved in the next episode, because knowing My Hero Academia is going to take a while. So yeah, I think I spoke enough about the last episode. So let's cut this and watch the new one, shall we? Yeah, I think, yeah. Yes. I think, yeah, the plan is another thing, but they do not understand. Okay, yes. Thank you. The other one, yes, I knew it. He's correct, of course. Yes, I understand both sides. Yes. Yes. Oh, okay, yes. Okay, that is something neat. Okay, thank you for lifting the heavy atmosphere. Okay, yeah, he's a kid. Yeah, it's... Oh... What? Oh, they're going to go all out! Oh, number one, number two! Oh, number four! They are going all out. Number 5. Oh. Holy. Okay, they are really going out. Gran Torino. Oh. Okay. Yes, he's the voice of reason. Oh, yeah, that makes it even worse. Oh! Okay, I did not expect that! Oh, okay. This is a lot heavier than I expected. What? Oh, so they don't plan to. Oh. Oh, she's going to? Yes, I knew it. You are Midoriya. You have to go. No. So he's going to look after them. Oh. Watchman Nina. Yes, okay, they don't plan on attacking. Yes, that is going to, yes, I agree. Oh, so he's trying to convince them. Oh, okay. Okay, as I said before, she's hella smart. What was that? Okay. What? Yes. What? What the hell is this? What? Okay. Oh, she looks beautiful. But this is okay. He looks. Oh, I like that one. Okay. Really? What? What? Yes! What? Okay, yes, you're right, but... What? Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, that is not your fight. I'm calling bullshit on this one. Oh, don't tell me that you're convincing him. Oh. Are they really going to release him? Okay, they are scared. Bull crap. I don't think Davi is trusting Bakugo that much. Yeah, I knew it! Yes! Oh! Okay. Thank you, Bakugo. Oh. Holy. Yeah, this is a memory. Yes! Thank you, Bakugo! Ah, come on! Another week of waiting, yes. Okay, that, again, like most of the episodes, it was a roller coaster of emotions, which is something really good. The problem is that I really want to see the next episode, but I have to wait a week for that. Sometimes sucks to be just cut off in the freaking episodes. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna see it a second time. And, well, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time this episode, the episode 8. And as I said during the reaction, it's a roller coaster of emotions. We saw, of course, the frustration at the beginning. It's like kind of a continuation of the last scene of the last episode. Oh, well, not the last scene, the last hospital scene of the last episode. And yes, everybody understands their frustration. Everybody knows how terrible and how underwhelming and how frustrating is to see one of your friends or one of your schoolmates being kidnapped by the villains when you should not be, when it shouldn't be like that. But again, everybody understands that it's not their place. The professional heroes are doing something. And of course, they are more prepared than a bunch of students to do said rescue. So therefore, it's kind of useless for them to be acting so reckless, as Ida said. And yes, Ida is the most frustrating because he has done what they are planning to do. He planned on take revenge in against the villain that hurt his brother. He acted thanks to his emotions. He didn't think in the future and everything. So that is why he is the most vocal in this situation. He's completely against that because he understands the frustration better than anybody else. He has felt it before. But he also understands that going with set feeling, with the feeling of anger, with the feeling of sadness is not the best options because he almost was killed, if not by the rescue of Todoroki and Midoriya. And as he said later on in the episode, it's incredible that those two people who really kind of scold him for doing something so reckless are doing something as reckless as he did before. So yeah, that is why he's so frustrated for him. So he's so angry against his friends. And yes, the rest of the classroom doesn't understand perfectly what Ida is feeling in that moment, but they actually said, okay, yes, even Shoji, one of the people who was in the front lines, when he saw that Bakugo was kidnapped, literally he saw him disappear in this black smoke. He said, okay, yes, I am frustrated too, but I don't think it's the best moment to act following our emotions. Everybody else, Uraraka said it later on, Asui, Aoyama, Tokoyami, everybody was thinking. Of course, some of them really vocalized feelings, not all of them. But I don't think they plan on stopping themselves. And of course, they weren't planning on stopping themselves. Kirishima and Shoto. That was the name I was trying to say. Good grief. I really need to sleep a little bit more. But anyway, as I was saying, they really, really feel frustrated and they are planning on going forward with their plan. They are merely inviting Midoriya. They told him, you can go with us, but if you don't feel recovered enough, thanks, well, to his very deep wounds, you don't have to. But we really need to inform you because we know that you are a friend of Bakugo. So yes, they have this conversation, this conflict between the students. Not aggressive, well, not outside of it, but as I said before, there is a reason for his outspokeness and his even anger at them. They say, okay, sure. They are, of course, forced out of the room because the doctor needs to do final checkup on Deku. But again, not very discreetly, they said that, okay, we are planning to do it that tonight. So yeah, if you want to join us, make up your mind. The doctor, again, this is a downbeat moment because we learn that now Deku really need to take care of himself because the way he forced his muscles to really open up for him to be able to use more than the 100% of the power of the one for all really damage now, and he can do that perhaps 2-3 times before his arms are completely gone. They are useless. So yeah, he needs to be very, very careful in any situation. And the doctor is really telling him that yes, you're a hero, but you need to be careful. But of course, not everything is bad news. He received a letter from Kota. And yes, again, speaking of the roller coaster of emotions, it's the funny side again, because when he started to read, I'm sorry I punch you in the balls. I really crack. Every time I saw the episode, I cracked that up a little bit. So, really. But yeah, he's a kid. He wrote like that. He writes like that. But the rest of the letter is pretty encouraging, pretty emotional, because he said, okay, thank you for saving me, even though you didn't know me, even though the past of the few minutes that you know me, I wasn't exactly a nice person. So yeah, thank you, and recover soon because I want to thank you in person. Yeah, that is kind of encouraging because you now save a kid, save somebody's lives, and they are thank you for that. They are thankful for that. So yes, I really, really love that aspect. This change of pace, this change of emotion in the environment, and my bet is that the letter really hit home for Midoriya, and it's one of the reasons that the reasons as to why he's going to take action, alongside with the arms, the Kirishima's speech that your arms can still reach him. So yes, I love this aspect. And of course, we saw a little bit of a chat between Midoriya and his mom. It's kind of nerve-wracking because the words she said that do you really need to go to UA? I don't know the real implications of the speech, but my guess is now the mom is not so happy with the school. Yes, at the beginning she was ecstatic because, oh yes, he's going to the best school. My son is going to the best school. He's going to become a great hero. But I don't think she expected to be this damaged. His young little kid is this damaged, and yes, she's not used to that. Uh, For her, and that's for almost every single mom, you are always going to be the little kid, your little baby. But still, it's hard for a mother to see his son being this hurt, and every time is worse. Of course, she didn't know about the slush monster. At least I don't think she knew about him. But of course, that was incredibly dangerous. And then, of course, the first period, I don't think if she knew about the Bakugo's fight, the first one, the first test. I don't know, because that probably was handled in a very private way for the school. But of course, the USJ incident that made to the news. That was really out. So she knew about that one, and it's a dangerous one. But she didn't say anything because her son was fine. Then, of course, the sports festival in which he was in danger, perhaps not in a major danger, but he was in danger. The fights were very intense. And then, of course, the stain incident. She must knew about the stain incident. And then the mall incident. And we know that she knew about that incident. And then this, in which now Izuku was unconscious for several days. So yes, she's so worried for his son. And that is understandable, the fear of losing him. Because, as I said before, this danger is increasing and increasing and increasing. And poor mom. This is truly terrible for the mom. And it's understandable her doubtness. She doesn't want her son to be in danger. She wants him to be fine. So yes, it is a conflict for her because she wants her son to be happy, but I don't think she wants him to be dead, and that is what is pointing towards in her mind. And I love these conflicts. Again, this makes this world more human, more relatable, because they are giving you different type of conflicts, not just supernatural conflicts. Yeah, I really love the show for that. But then, of course, after that, we saw this gathering of heroes. Every single hero. We know that All Might is involved because they were the first one to be notified. But then we saw Endeavor, the number 2 hero, and then we saw Vest Genius, the number 4 hero, and a new one. I think it was Ban Org or Org Ban or Gang Arg, something along with those lines. And of course, we finally, or at least I finally, saw the hero that appears in the opening, Headshot. So yes, we finally see, and now we see his involvement in all of this, and I understand better the opening, because these professional heroes, all that we saw there, appear, yes, in the show, but some of them are going to be rescuing Bakugo, which is now amazing, because I'm so excited to see all of these professional heroes appear in the animation. It's so freaking cool to finally see something else. Yes, I love the students, but now, yes, I was trying to see something else. I wanted to see this world as a whole, and the world, of course, has professional heroes, and I'm excited because I want to see the professional heroes in action. We have seen just a bunch of them, just a handful, not a lot, but now we're going to see a lot more. And yes, I think it was, let's see, All Might, Endeavor, Vest Genius, Headshot, and the Orca guy, the Orca gang or Orca band. We have 5, and those 5 are among the best 10 heroes. Orca being the number 10. The others are the number 1, 2, 4, and 5, if I'm not mistaken. I want to see the number 3 hero. We haven't seen him. So yeah, and of course we have Rockies, because they said Kamui Woods, Mountain Lady, and we have an old one, in this case Gran Torino, which is very exciting. And of course Tiger from the Pussycats, the Wild Pussycats. Yes, I see a lot of brawlers, a lot of strength in there, and I'm so excited to see this. Oh boy. Yeah, they are gathered, and they told us that they going to take action against this League of Villains. They are going to rescue Bakugo in such a Amazing way. I cannot wait for that. I want to see all these heroes fight all these villains. It's going to be so exciting. And of course, then we saw the night. We saw, of course, how the students are planning to rescue Bakugo too. I only saw Kirishima and Todoroki at the beginning. And they are waiting for Yaojorosu because everything depends on her. Because if she creates this new device for him to be able to track the huge Nomu, they are going to be able to be in a case. If not, they are going to be, well, without a clue where to find them. Luckily, Yaojorosu accepts part of the deal. And alongside with Midoriya, of course, Midoriya was going to come. There was not even a shadow of doubt in my mind. But of course, Ida is there again because, yes, they weren't very discreet and he heard their plan. And he's angry because he's like, okay, you, exactly what I said before. You told me that I shouldn't act reckless. And you are, especially you two should know better than this. You should know that you should never be following your emotion in this type of situation. And hell, he even punched Midoriya at certain point. I really wasn't expecting something so violent from Ida, but that shows us how emotional is in that moment. But again, I love the little details in the animation, the way Ida's voice breaks little by little. He's so frustrated. And he doesn't want his friends to be in danger. He's doubly frustrated because, yes, he wants to rescue Bakugo. He wants to know that Bakugo is okay. But he doesn't want to put a lot more students in a dangerous situation. So, yeah, this is conflict between him. And he, as I said before, he understands better than anybody else because he has been in said situation. But of course, the plan is not using their powers because, yes, if they use their powers, they are violating the rules and therefore are not better than villains. But they are not going to use the powers in combat. They want to just rescue Bakugo without fighting, which is pretty unrealistic, as Yaojorosu said. But she is accompanying them because she wants to make sure they don't get into trouble. That is her point of view, at least from the first portion of this little segment. And once they explain this to Ida, again, he is not very happy with the idea, but he is going to go with them because he wants to make sure they really, really don't get into combat. As he said, the moment I sniff combat, I'm gonna drag you out. I'm a watchman, and I love the little nickname Ida has now, the Ida the Watchman. But yeah, Yaojorosu is going to for his reason. Of course, we discover later on that it is not the case. She wants to convince them not to go. She trusts Todoroki. She trusts Todoroki, but she wants to show them that it's absurd, that their plan is crazy, that they are not needed in said situation. He wants to convince them by showing them the ridiculousness of their situation, that the professional heroes are going to be the ones who make the rescue, and that their plan was foolish. That is a pretty neat, deep thought from Yaojorosu. Because she knows that words won't convince them. They need to see action. And that is exactly her point. She wants to show them action. And yeah, that sounds worse once I said it. She wants to show them that the situation is not something they can handle. So yes, I love this little moment of intelligence from Momo. That's why I consider it one of my favorite characters. And of course, they need to arrive to another city, in which, through our travel, in which they try to convince themselves that it's not the correct way of doing it, or the correct way of going on about this. But of course, none of them is convinced, and they are really willing to rescue Bakugo. They arrive to the city, and they realize that, yes, a bunch of kids at night in a shopping district are going to call so much attention. So they decide to get disguises. I don't know how to portray this because it's so ridiculous the way Midoriya looks, trying to be a tough guy. Because you cannot be as far. Midoriya and tough guy are not exactly in the same even universe. He looks so innocent and so cute and so. But of course, yeah, sure, Midoriya the tough guy, and then we saw, of course, Ida with some suspenders, and I'm really, he looks kind of funny the way he was dressed. And of course, Todoroki, like a butler. I don't know how to really call Todoroki, and of course Kirishima. Kirishima looks more in character, with the ridiculous horns, but it still looks kind of in character. And of course, Momo looks beautiful in that dress, but yeah, they look a lot more grown up. And again, one of the small scenes I really love, in which Todoroki said, of course, why didn't you just make this stop? It was going to be free and you can do it with your creation quirk. And Momo looks so adorable in that moment. She looks so cute. Oh no, but you need to give money because you're going to ruin the economy. And if I did everything I needed or everything I wanted, I'm going to ruin Japan's economy. And yes, that is right. It's my duty as a citizen of the country to make the circulation of money grow and grow. And Todoroki, oh yeah, of course, in his deadpan voice. But Kirishima is not convinced. Kirishima said, okay, no, this innocent rich girl just want to enter this shop, the donkey shop or something like that. And yeah, I'm convinced that's the reason. The harder you have to explain something, the harder you're trying to hide something. So yeah, she looks adorable, and we saw, of course, again, this happy moment, this funny moment, and we will bring down with the press conference. Then, of course, 3 of the teachers, the 2 were involved in the camp, and of course, the principal asked for forgiveness to the rest of the nation because they failed. Because they allowed 27 citizens, no, 27 students to be injured, minor or a huge injury. And yes, the press is attacking them hard because that is what the press do. They want information and they are not afraid to ask for it or press hard for such information. And of course, this is frustrating for the students because they know their teachers are really trying their best. But the attack of the villains are really something that they did not expect. And it's so frustrating because they cannot express their ideas, or they cannot fight verbally fight the people that are saying nasty things about their school. Because yes, they love their school. But yeah, it's frustrating for them to see the press attack. And hell, yes, an information that is really, I don't think they're able to say it because they asked for the specifics about how they're going to protect the school, because I don't think they're going to say it, because if a villain hear this, he's going to know exactly how to countermeasure said stuff. Again, this speaks volumes of the realism of the world, because in any other situation, the world is going to forget, oh yes, an incident and nothing happens and something's going to happen and etc, etc. But no, we're seeing consequences of every kind. Physical consequences for the students, moral consequences again for the students and for the rest of the teachers. And of course, consequences of the press, consequences in every single aspect of life, which is something I enjoy, because we need to see said consequences to feel this world a little bit more real. And of course, we saw the few scenes with the villains, in which, again, they are trying to convince Bakugo to join their cause. Which is, again, they say, okay, we're not just going to commit crimes. Bullcrap, that is what they want. They want to be free to use their quirks as they want, and it doesn't matter who they hurt. It doesn't matter what they do, because that's that's what they want. So yeah, I'm calling bullcrap about that. And I love the moment in which, of course, Bakugo is quiet. He's just listening. He's not saying anything, which is pretty smart on his behalf. But in the moment he's released, and I love this little moment of comedy, of course, David release him, and it's twice release him, and why me that release him? Of course, in the moment he's free, completely free, from hands and legs and even the whole strap on here, he attacks. He kicks twice in the face, and with one of his explosions, attacks Shigaraki. And he's showing that, yes, Bakugo is not willing to become a villain. He wants to win, yes, but in the All Might style. And this has convinced me that, yes, Bakugo deserves to be liked by me. Because, yes, in the few episodes in the past, I said, okay, maybe he really wants to be a villain, or maybe not. I was dubious about him. Yes, and I like him because, yes, I started to like him from a long time ago. Was starting to crumble. But in this moment, in the moment I saw him took action, I love that moment, because that means he doesn't want to be a villain. He wants to be a hero. He wants to protect people. Even he's explosive, well, just like his own quirk. Even if he is this crappy attitude, he doesn't want to be a villain. He wants to be a true hero, and I really love that aspect of him. That little moment, those little few minutes in the end, really increased my respect for Bakugo a ton. And I love the animation about this. I love the story that is not allowing the antagonist to become a full-fledged villain. I really love that. So yeah, that's why I'm in such high spirits right now. So yeah, the episode ends, and of course it is a fascinating episode, and a better one. In the second viewing, I think it's a better one than in the first one. Thanks again to Bakugo in the end. Now, let's speak a little bit about shipping. And yes, I know some of you are going to just stop the video right there because you don't care about shipping. But hear me out. And yes, if you want to finish, yeah, so that's completely fine, because as I said before, I love romance, and I love the little hints, and I love the little hints in this case that Yorosuho trusts Todoroki. I know it's a long shot. I really do know that it's a long shot. But I love those little moments that kind of fit in the Todomomo fandom. Because, damn it, I want my ship to be canon. Yeah, so yeah, those little moments, because yes, we have a lot of interaction between Todoroki and Momo, and I understand that perhaps none of them is romantic, perhaps none of them will lead to anything, I know, but that doesn't change the fact that I really like those little interactions. But yeah, anyway, I think I spoke enough about the episode. I hope you enjoy this review reaction / commentary, and of course I want to thank you for your comments, for your views, for your likes, and for your subscriptions. If you want to be a subscriber, please click on the description, on the button for subscription, and on the bell so you can get notifications. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, again, the link is in the description below. And yeah, I'm so thankful for your comments, guys. Really encouraging me to go on, and I really enjoy reading all those comments. But yeah, if you have spoilers, just let me know so I can skip that comment. But anyway, yeah, the only thing I have to say is thank you so much for your attention, and see you on the next one. Bye.